All right, our first major road trip in our 2018 Tesla Model 3. For those that are new to the channel, it has a whopping 145,000 miles when we're leaving for this trip. So huge mileage on this car, and I've never taken it farther than, one state away from Illinois. So this trip is going to be the longest by far. Going to rely on the Tesla charging network, and I do have the 50 kilowatt max CCS charger, or I should say J1772 adapter, along for the ride as well. In case we stumble across some level 2 charging here and there, we could grab some of the juice from one of those as well. Our first stop here was in Angola, Indiana. It's an ice cream shop and mini golf place, and it was a really popular stop for me and the kids. The ice cream was awesome. We had pulled in at around 15%, and 19 bucks later, we were out at 90%. So pretty good stop, and off we went.
90.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. That's great.
Here you go.
We can get out of here.
What, do you think we would have to play games for a few hours?
No. Oh, I thought we'd be just at a lower percentage.
Like 70? I'd say
There it is so far. 290.
Like seriously, that was actually pretty fast.
That was really fast.
Not bad,
We don't even need to keep going. 19 bucks to fill up here.
That's kind of expensive.
Alright, we just charged to 87% here in the Cleveland area. Ate at a McDonald's, saw some fireworks, and now we're continuing on. Destination unknown for tonight. We're just going to keep going and see how we feel and see how tired I get. Stay tuned. Unfortunately, we didn't charge overnight. We were still at 40% from that charge in Cleveland next to the McDonald's and the fireworks. Now we're back on the road. It's saying about an hour from now we'll be stopping for a charge, and it's already preconditioning. And the conditions, as you can see, are pretty rainy, but it's beautiful landscape, great hills and mountains to drive through, so I'm looking forward to today's drive. To about 12% and charging here at another Sheetz, somewhere in Pennsylvania. 83 kilowatts, 114. Says we gotta be here 35 minutes. Longer than I would have wanted. But we'll see. Maybe we'll leave a little early. About 35 minutes later, we're ready to go. We overcharged a little bit, just wrapped up in our snacks that we got at Sheetz, but 94%, and off we go again. Next charging stop in almost 3 hours. All right, got to this place in New Jersey called, it's near Buttsville, which the kids thought was hilarious. We're at 9%. We're gonna charge for a bit and go to the McDonald's Play place up the road and get a sweet charge. This will be the second last charge on our way to Boston. Already got about 7% and it says we'll be here about 25 minutes. A slight overcharge. When we got back, we noticed the windows were open. I guess the car opened them or left them open in the rain, so we had some time to clean them up. We had to take some time to clean up the windows and clean up the doors and stuff, but that's all fine, and we've got it all charged up now, and we're back on our way.
Designing a ship for Luxor, Italian obelisk, Luxor temple in France. The ship was unique. It had to be shaped to accommodate the length and density of its unusual.
Unplanned stop at the mall in New Jersey right before the Tappan Zee Bridge. Luckily we were able to charge here. Complete coincidence, there's a charger at the stop we needed a potty stop at. Now we're at 80%, so we're hoping we can do the rest of the way to Boston on this charge. We'll see. Here we go.
It was in New York.
Oh, you're right, Eddie. This is New York, not, what did I say, New Jersey? We are in New York, not New Jersey. And it says we'll make it with 13% to go.
All right, we made it into Boston in a day and a half. We had 0 issues with Tesla supercharging, which is what we would have expected. Thank you, Tesla, for a fantastic supercharging network. We had some great efficiency, as you can see here on the screen. And now we're just going to chill for a bit before heading back west after about a week.
This charging station's going crazy. There's a ton of Teslas just showed up. Plus we've got a Ford Mach-E trying to charge on this Magic Dock. And now an e-tron showed up to try to do the same thing. So this is exciting.
We stumbled across one of the Tesla Magic Dock stations by accident just west of Rochester on our way to Buffalo. And it was pretty cool to see e-trons and Mach-E's charging here as well.
As we're approaching our first Canadian Tesla supercharging experience, I noticed that the estimator has us getting there at 4% to the supercharger in London, Ontario. Never arrived at a supercharger that low. And we're also preconditioning the battery, and we just had the rear heated seat on. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna make it. I'm sure we will, but it's still kind of fun to see how close we can get it to 0 and still make it to our destination. Hopefully we don't have any problems charging here, but we'll see. And it's rainy as well, which slightly slows us down with wipers and lights and stuff, but I bet we'll be fine. Let's see how it goes. Okay.
And I was drooling still. So when I got some on my arm, and I licked my lips, and then I licked my arm to get it off. All this saw me.
Wow. That's funny.
This part of the trip through southern Ontario and Canada was kind of unplanned, but we're all Canadian, so we thought we might as well swing by here on the way back to Chicago. Well, we're charging here in London, Ontario, as you can see, burning some time up with some video games and continuing further west as the day went on with an important stop at Swiss Chalet for lunch. Back stateside, we stopped at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. The level 2 charger we tried first didn't work, but we moved a couple spots up and it worked fine the second time. I'd
So it's
highly
ready to
recommend the
charge.
museum in general, but from an EV perspective,
Charging
we saw
equipment not
several
ready.
Lightnings driving
darn.
around and in the parking lot.
Doesn't
This
like
one was
it.
on display.
Maybe
here
we
with the
can't
Mach-E.
charge here.
And just Detroit in general is just so cool if you like cars, because you never know what prototype or unusual model you might see testing. We saw a Rivian R1S with manufacturer plates and a prototype sticker on here. And then later you'll see we saw a Blazer EV in downtown Detroit. These are pre-production, not even for sale yet, and we saw them just driving around, which is pretty cool. drove by GM's Factory Zero location because I know there's some cool products that are coming out of there now and coming out of there soon. And on our way to dinner, we noticed there is a Chevrolet dealership nearby the restaurant with level 2 charging for free. So thanks to Feldman Chevrolet for a free quick top up on their level 2 charger. Much appreciated. Finally, on our way back home to Chicago, we stopped for one more supercharge, a lengthy supercharge, so we could stop at our friend's lake house and then make it back home without having to stop again. We were here for about 35, 45 minutes, something like that. Got it up to about 87, 90%. But all in all, charging has gone very well on this trip, and thanks again to Tesla for that. That about wraps it up for this road trip, our first long multi-state road trip, and I really appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned to my Matter channel for more content about EVs, cars, boats, whatever else I feel like. Thanks for watching.